how did you get your start in the world of magic?
Well, I kind of I had a sort of unconventional story. It began in a conventional way. A lot of us sort of got interested in it as kids, maybe 6 or 7. I remember getting my first magic set, but at that time, my main thing was music.
Oh,
I was a young pianist. That was my thing. Magic was sort of a side hobby at that time. I think like every few years I would run into somebody at school or something would happen that would pique my interest. And, I'd convince my parents to bring me to the magic shop and we'd spend about $30 and I'd play with this stuff for a while. But then eventually it would end up in the box, other magic toys and stuff. And I had that box for a long time. It wasn't until about midway through college that I met guys in the magic shop that were doing stuff you couldn't buy in the magic shop. And I kind of,
ooh.
yeah, I got introduced into the world of more intimate magic and close-up magic, but also, dare I say, I learned about the secret society. I learned about the Magic Castle. I learned about this place that, yeah, for Angelinos, many of us have heard of it, but for me, just Midwestern college student, uh, this was a new weird world for me. And yeah, as I started kind of going down those rabbit holes, so to speak, uh, I found the stuff that really spoke to me. I think before then I had seen school shows, I had seen a certain type of magic. And for me, it was kind of limited. But this was at a time where close-up magic was sort of having a renaissance and having a heyday. And there were a lot of really, really creative, brilliant people that kind of moved it into new directions. In fact, it really wasn't until I guess about the 90s that you could actually make your living as a close-up magician, as someone who was primarily working in very intimate settings.